No-name actress crashes a dating show. Why is my A-list husband the one holding the rose? My name is Tessa, a bottom-of-the-barrel actress in Hollywood who secretly joined the romance reality show Love without telling my husband. My original plan was to pick any available guy, fake a spark, and snag a little screen time. Then came shoot day. The front door swung open and the final castmate strode in. Against the light, Ethan, triple Oscar winner and the biggest star on the planet. He is also, legally speaking, my husband. His gaze swept the room, landed on my face, and the corner of his mouth lifted. I felt lightning strike my skull and froze. A text popped up on my phone. Wife, I heard you're here to fall in love. When my agent Wendy called to say the company had landed me at regular slot on Love producer, my brain blue screened. Wendy, you're pranking me, right? I clutched my phone, voice wobbling. That show is a list territory. Every past cast member is a red-hot idol. What am I supposed to do? Decorate the background? Wendy snorted so loudly I felt it through the speaker. Production wants a crossover surprise this season. They need fresh faces with potential. Tessa, do you even know your own brand? Sure, you're invisible, but you've got a hook. What hook? You're real. Your dead last daily vlog still pulled 30,000 followers. Viewers like your vibe. No more arguing, I've read the contract. The paycheck isn't huge. But the exposure will feed you for 3 years. Perform well and remember. Manufacture ACP, understand? Pick any guy, just make fireworks. I hung up and sank into a swamp of self-doubt. Manufacture a CP. So easy to say, I'm willing, but who's willing to fake it with me? Survey the whole Hollywood landscape and you won't find a single male star linked to the name Tessa. Well, almost none. My husband is pretty famous, actually. Yes, you read that right. I, Tessa, plankton-level actress, married. My spouse, Ethan, triple Oscar king and Hollywood ceiling, 80 million Instagram followers. A man who trends at #1 for posting a single period. Our marriage is a long story. 3 years ago, I was a Dewey Northridge graduate working as an extra on a period drama when the lead, Ethan, locked on to me. His later explanation. I looked adorable reciting lines while munching a breakfast burrito. I thought he was mocking me and almost shoved the burrito into his face. Only afterward did I learn that Mr. Iceberg outside is a giant marshmallow inside. His courtship was blunt. He tried to hand me roles through his network. I rejected every one because it felt like charity. So he switched to daily set visits 3 months straight. Rain or shine. Mom said, the son-in-law is solid. Dad said, too handsome, must be a player. Dad was half wrong. Ethan's gorgeous, but zero. On our wedding day, he shook worse than I did while signing. I asked what was up. He said, you'll back out. I said, you hid my passport for 3 months. Where could I run? That was 3 years ago. We agreed to stay underground. I didn't want riding her husband's coattails headlines. And his team worried a sudden married bomb would crater his career. That's Hollywood. Announce you're taken and nobody knows how fans will react. The plan, once my resume didn't look like blank paper, we'd go public. 3 years later. My career has risen from sub-basement to, well, ground floor lobby. 1 more inch and I might actually breach the sidewalk. Ethan. He keeps soaring so high that sometimes, scrolling at 2 a.m., I wonder if the man in those articles is really the one breathing beside me. Honestly, I'm anxious. Every time fangirls scream husband or boyfriend online, I want to yell, wake up. He's my husband, I can't. No one would believe it. I can already see the trending headline. Husband Tessa tries to clout chase Ethan, cringe. So when the Love producer offer actually arrived, excitement came first, guilt second. I'd be on a dating show flirting with male stars and my husband had no clue. I definitely couldn't tell him. He'd veto it. I figured I'd film first, then coo. And cuddle until he forgave me. He just wrapped a movie and promised a 5-day staycation together exactly when the show would shoot. I couldn't give up the slot. Wendy was right, this level of opportunity might never knock again. I lied. Told Ethan the company booked me for a regional ad shoot lasting a week. He was on the sofa reading his script. Glanced up with a strange light in his eyes. What ad needs a whole week? It's a cereal campaign, lots of locations. Oh, he dropped his gaze, voice flat as tap water. Then go. I actually exhaled in relief, thinking Ethan was gullible. Looking back, that single O was the dead calm center of a hurricane. 3 Inches Love producer filmed in a resort town 1 province over. Production rented an entire hillside villa that looked stolen from a luxury magazine. I arrived in afternoon sunlight to a courtyard full of lavender. The breeze smelled like a perfume ad. Tessa, this way, please. A staffer led me into the living room and I stopped short. 3 guys, 3 girls, every face familiar, left to right. Morgan last year's talent show breakout, 6 million Instagram followers. Nicknamed Cameron, smiles like dripping honey. Sophie Dash, cool, elegant actress, who just snagged Best Supporting Actress as poised as a gallery painting. Josie variety show tongue as fast as a whip, beloved in live chats as the roast queen. The men, Adrian boy band center with 3 platinum albums fans can rent. The Rose Bowl for him. JACE rising hunk whose online drama exploded. 30 million followers known as Walking Hormones. Zayn veteran variety god, comic relief. Face you wanna punch yet can't hate. I swallowed, okay, wallpaper it is, I'm here. Tessa, sit. Josie patted the sofa. I just parked myself when the front door handle turned. Staff outside squealed like brakes. Last cast member arriving. I looked up. Door swung wide, silhouette against the sun, tall, straight shoulders, stride Blake. A red carpet rehearsal, dark gray overshirt, black turtleneck underneath. Every inch high class and untouchable, fresh off a magazine cover. He lifted his gaze, swept it across us, then locked dead center on me. Loaded, meaningful. My brain crashed. Ethan. Triple Oscar King, Hollywood ceiling. My legal spouse, standing on a dating show set. That micro smile. Pure predator watching prey step into the trap. Hi everyone. Quiet voice, yet the room muted. I'm Ethan, looking forward to our time. 3 full seconds of silence. Then Josie shrieked loud enough to void earbud warranties. ETA chain, production, are you insane? Adrian's glass met the floor. Jace pinched himself. Me? Frozen couch cushion, repeating one line in my head. I'm dead, totally dead. Ethan's stare still pinned me, like knowing the beast is watching and daring to. Blink means instant devour. My phone vibrated. Text lit up. Wife, heard you're here looking for love? All 8 of us met. First task. Cast an anonymous first sight crush vote. Anyone but Ethan. I tapped Jace's name at random. Moments later, phone pinged with results. Someone voted for me. A no-name like me got a vote? Who? I peeked toward Ethan. He watched me, smile smug enough to melt glass. I ignored him and studied the ceiling chandelier, no clue whatsoever. Next, grocery run plus dinner prep. Production, fluent in fan service. Issued a flirty prompt. Split yourselves and cook tonight's first meal together. Ethan spoke first. I cook, he said, casual as mentioning the weather. Family says my food's decent. When he said family, the syllables weighed more. Gaze flicking my way, innocent or calculated, who knows? Spine straighter than a ruler. I stared at the carpet pattern, pretending to analyze weave density. Wow. Alice cooks, Morgan chirped, voice sugared. I can help a little. Let's make dinner for everyone, just us 2. Hers too, curved into crescent moon, eyes fixed on Ethan. How about? Zayn clapped. We split shopping crew and kitchen crew. My hand shot up. I'll shop. Volume surprised even me. Josie lifted a brow. That eager, Tessa, produce? Yes, I rattled off, eyes scanning anywhere but Ethan. I'm on shopping duty, 0 drag. Cook beside Ethan? Might as well live stream my execution. Jace raised a lazy hand. I'll shop too, need air. Final lineup. Me, Jace, Zayn, Sophie. The town's farmer's market was tiny but loud. Prendes chaos hawkers haggling. Diesel and fish and cilantro wrestling in the air. The second the van door slid open, Zayn flipped into host mode. He took a woven market basket from production, hooked it over one arm, then flashed a grin at the hovering GoPro. Welcome to Zayn's grocery diaries. Today I'm dragging 3 rookies through the farmer's market. Sophie laughed out loud. Jace, stone-faced, delivered the requisite errol. Who says we're your rookies? You, Zayn answered, deadpan. Look at that. Face total rookie who's never set foot past a valet stand. Jace opened his mouth, found nothing, and shut it again. I trailed behind Zayn. Truth. I'm no grocery wizard either. At home the job is Ethan's. Mr. Untouchable, a lister who can quote seasonality charts and well catch seasons like a chef. Which stall has the freshest pork ribs? Which tomatoes were picked yesterday? He keeps the mental spreadsheet. I shook the thought away. Thinking about him makes me twitchy. Tessa, front and center, Zane called, stopping before a pyramid of tomatoes. You're on tomato duty? Me? Yep, time to prove you're functional outside a trailer, I crouched. Confronted by a sea of identical red globes, my brain blue-screened. Zane watched for 5 seconds, then crouched beside me. Pick the ones that actually smell like tomatoes. 2 hard pass, 2 soft pass. I dropped 6 into the basket. Zane inspected, nodded gravely. Not bad. You looked as lost as a bat in daylight, but the results are. Passing grade.